Oke teman-teman, balik lagi di channel ini. Jadi belakangan ini media sosial lagi rame banget soal ajakan buat lebih mendukung produk dan layanan buatan Indonesia cuy. Begitu, banyak netizen yang merasa kalau masyarakat makin sering pakai produk lokal, ekonomi Indonesia juga bisa makin kuat. Begitu, makanya muncul berbagai kampanye yang ngajak orang-orang buat lebih bangga dan lebih sering menggunakan produk dalam negeri. Gak cuma itu, sebagian warganet juga mulai mengajak masyarakat buat mengurangi penggunaan beberapa merek yang dianggap berasal dari Singapura. Nah, dari situ beredar tuh banyak poster dan gambar di media sosial yang berisi daftar nama perusahaan yang dikaitkan dengan Singapura. Mulai dari bank, aplikasi transportasi online, platform e-commerce, sampai perusahaan makanan. Simak video berikut ini.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here in Jakarta to attend the 16th ministerial meeting on the 6WG, 6 working groups. Singapore and Indonesia share a long-standing and deep relationship built on mutual cooperation and mutual benefits. The annual meeting that we have today is a reflection of this long bilateral and strong bilateral relationship that we share. The global environment is changing very rapidly. Supply chains are shifting and trade patterns are changing and evolving. Geopolitical tension weighs heavily on business confidence. In this context, the bilateral relationship between Indonesia and Singapore takes on additional new significance. Our investments into Indonesia continues to be strong in 2025, with approximately $17.4 billion in FDI. Singapore remains committed to being a valuable and reliable partner of Indonesia. During the discussion, we agreed that we will strengthen cooperation in supply chain resilience. Both Singapore and Indonesia recognize that the resilient supply chain is important to keep trade flowing even during very extreme circumstances. I'm glad that we are now looking forward to strengthening our cooperation in this area and that both countries will be exploring different ways to complement and support one another. We also made meaningful progress across several areas. On investment, we discussed how we can facilitate and streamline businesses to operate across both countries, both borders, to ensure that the investment climate remained attractive for investors. Singapore and Indonesia have been working together to transform BBK, Batam, Bintang, and Karimun region into a vibrant digital hub. And we will jointly undertake a tech sector study to identify opportunities and develop concrete recommendations to develop BBK further. The Kendal Industrial Park, KIP, a flagship Singapore-Indonesia industrial collaboration, will also be expanding by an additional 1,000 hectares in its phase 2 development. And with this will catalyze new investments, create new jobs, and spur economic growth in Central Java. In the green economy space, I'm encouraged by the progress we have made together. The Sembcorp PT Sumber Energy Surya Nusantara, or SENSA in short, this is a solar project that will be done. There will be one of Indonesia's largest utility-scale solar projects, featuring a 200 megawatt solar deployment and 80 megawatt hour battery energy storage facility. The project is currently under construction and will be completed by next year. Singapore and Indonesia are also co-developing Indonesia's first biogas to biomethanol plant in North Sumatra through the CRECTEC and the Pertamina Biofuel Project. The Young Farmers Development Program, which many of you are aware of, is currently undergoing its first inaugural run in Singapore. This will deepen Singapore and Indonesia's cooperation in agri-tech. Singapore and Indonesia are well positioned to collaborate, whether on renewable energy or on the development of green ecosystems. The work we are doing together in this space is not just good for our two countries, but also contributes to the broader regional effort to grow sustainably. Taken together, today's outcomes reflect a partnership that's evolving with time, one that is responsive to new challenges and anchored in a shared vision for a growing, resilient, and sustainable region. I want to thank Minister Ayalanka and his team for hosting this meeting, as well as the warm hospitality that has been extended to me and my delegations, and the spirit of mutual cooperation that undergirds the discussion that we had this morning. Singapore looks forward to building on the progress we have made today and beyond for many more years to come. Thank you very much.
Ramainya gerakan ini disebut-sebut muncul setelah sebelumnya beredar narasi tagar Sel Indonesia yang banyak diperbincangkan di media sosial, teman-teman. Kondisi itu membuat sebagian netizen merasa perlu menunjukkan dukungan terhadap ekonomi nasional. Akibatnya, semangat nasionalisme ekonomi makin terasa dan banyak yang menyerukan agar masyarakat lebih mengutamakan produk serta layanan dalam negeri. Meski begitu, perlu diingat bahwa sampai saat ini belum ada imbauan resmi dari pemerintah Indonesia untuk memboikot produk ataupun perusahaan asal Singapura. Jadi yang berkembang sekarang lebih banyak berupa seperti opini, diskusi, dan gerakan yang muncul dari masyarakat sendiri di media sosial. Di sisi lain, tagar Sel Singapura juga makin sering muncul seiring ramainya pembahasan soal penguatan ekonomi nasional, teman-teman. Banyak netizen menghubungkannya dengan berbagai langkah pemerintah yang sedang berupaya memperkuat pengelolaan investasi, ekspor, dan impor melalui satu pintu, yaitu melalui Danantara, teman-teman. Kemudian selain itu, perdebatan soal hubungan ekonomi Indonesia dan Singapura termasuk isu aliran modal ke luar negeri juga ikut memanaskan diskusi. Banyak yang berpendapat bahwa sudah saatnya Indonesia lebih mengutamakan produk dan layanan dalam negeri agar manfaat ekonomi bisa lebih banyak dirasakan masyarakat Indonesia sendiri begitu. Sementara itu, Wakil Perdana Menteri Singapura yaitu Gan Kim Yong turut menanggapi kebijakan baru Indonesia terkait pengelolaan ekspor komoditas strategis. Menurutnya, Singapura memahami bahwa setiap negara punya prioritas dan tantangan masing-masing dalam mengelola sumber daya alamnya, begitu teman-teman. Karena itu, Singapura menghormati langkah yang diambil Indonesia. Gan juga menegaskan bahwa Singapura tetap ingin menjadi mitra yang baik dan berharap hubungan perdagangan serta rantai pasok antara kedua negara tetap berjalan lancar meskipun ada perubahan aturan di Indonesia. Jadi intinya sih kalau dipikir-pikir ini Singapura masih butuh Indonesia begitu teman-teman. Kalau menurut kalian gimana? Coba tulis di kolom komentar. Itu saja dulu hal-hal yang dapat saya sampaikan. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Selamat beraktivitas kembali dan see you next video.